Haha, motherfucker! You missed! Whew. Guess who doesn't have their sling anymore? Me! My shoulder's still messed up though, so... it's been a minute. It's been a couple weeks. I have this now. It's a hand tattoo. I'll never get a job ever again. Ooh, I'm a criminal and a degenerate, and I'm growing out my hair. I thought today we would, actually, before we begin, I forgot to mention, like the audio, hands-free. I didn't like having to hold a microphone, and I didn't want to sit super close to the camera, so I can do things like, wee, you can still hear me, ha ha! All right, I have had a lot of caffeine. My dog is sick, so I'm home. And I thought today we would go through and have a little bit of a chat about some stuff. I've got my notes here because I probably have ADHD and I need to stay on track, so. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about Warhammer. If you noticed on this channel, I haven't painted any Warhammer, and that's because I've never played or painted Warhammer before. Don't know why. I mean, really, everyone growing up didn't play that for whatever reason in my neck of the woods. So, but I've always been kind of intrigued by it. Thought there was like, oh, there's a lot of books for this thing. It just seemed kind of intimidating. So I never really got into it. I recently had gotten a resin printer around Christmas time. I bought it from a friend, and it got me back into scale painting. I used to do cars and stuff, so I was like, I have all these figures and STLs that I want to print. They have to be done on a resin printer. Maybe one day I'll get into it. Well, a deal came up, couldn't pass it, got into it. Started painting some Star Wars dioramas. I've made a video about that, made a video on a Star Wars mini bust, and I was like, okay, I should get into Warhammer. If anything, I don't play any games, that's fine. I'll just collect maybe and paint them. Not a big deal, right? So last month I made a video on talking about like the self-pressure and a lot of things about making sure you're not trying to kill yourself in a hobby space, right? And that was partly because I didn't have anything I wanted to paint and record ready to go. Because I was looking at Warhammer armies and I was trying to pick one. And so I did some research. Henry Cavill mentions Custodes. I picked it because of points to dollar value. If I ever were to go and play a game, I could buy a combat patrol and have a pretty sizable army. So I have those now. I have bought a series of Custodes. Let me go grab them. I can do that now. I can still talk to you. This is incredible. Technology, am I right?
Technologia!
So I have primed, here's my Home Depot yardstick. You can get this at any Home Depot for like $2. Home Depot, home of the finest paints. It might be overkill, got some sticky tape, but here are the first of my Custodes. I have primed them kind of like a gold, I think it's called like German green or something. And I started working on the first one. Oh man. So I wanted to go with like a chrome Custodes look, and this is gonna be hard to focus because my face is here. My little haul here, my Warhammer haul. But you can kind of tell I'm doing some stuff. They're gonna be gold, but they're gonna be chrome, and they're gonna be awesome. So I'm excited. And I've already gotten sidetracked. Fucking hell. I went so far down the rabbit hole. I made all kinds of mistakes. I have the resin printer, like I mentioned. I was like, you know, I like small dudes. I like the small dudes. But there's an itch that I have, and it's hard to scratch, and that is larger scale models. I really like large models. So I was like looking around. He was like, you should build a Titan. I was like, I don't know what a Titan is. I'm gonna have to look this up. I looked it up. Huge robot. I love Pacific Rim. You kidding me? So I started printing Mars pattern on Warlord Titan because I don't have $2,000 to spend on a Forge World model. Oopsies. 200 whoopsies later. I haven't assembled it. I will start to. It's all black right now. This is an FDM print, not a resin print. But the armor pieces that I have made and some of the things are made of resin that are going to be very visible. Those are made out of resin. So I have started building it, and you know what, I'll go get it. Let me go get it real quick. I've gone to my local game shop and I bought myself a little Tyranid Screamer boy, and I squashed him like a f***ing spider. What I did was I took him, I put him under the tire of my car, and I ran the fuck right over him. And it worked great. His bits all splashed out. He's got his like, you can kind of see his little footsie in the back of the foot there. If I go over this way, he's got squashed like a bug, okay? Because he is one. Yeah, that's what that looks like right now. I went down the rabbit hole. I printed a whole Warlord Titan. It took me a while. It took a long while. I think it took about like 2 or 3 weeks of solid printing on both a resin printer and the FDM printer. If you're gonna do it, I wouldn't do it all in resin. That is a lot of money, in my opinion. I haven't decided how I'm gonna paint him yet. I'm thinking of doing the chrome Stodies look to match them, but I don't know if I'm going to, because it's just so big that it may just be better to paint it normally. But then I've also thought about doing freehand work on it, so like, I don't know. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do for a livery, but yeah, I went down the rabbit hole, printed a Warlord Titan, and now I'm like, you know what's next? Playing a game once they're painted. I'll have to buy a codex in the rulebook because I have no idea, but basically Bombsquig, you should check him out. He's a YouTuber that has a very, very small number of subscribers. If you're into Warhammer content, I recommend his channel. He's super funny, he's interesting, he's got a good vibe and look to his, he's got a good style. My favorite thing is he painted a whole bunch of bikini bottom terrain pieces.
Which I know is really dumb. It's really super dumb. But I actually disagree with myself for saying that because it's awesome.
It's hilarious, it's awesome, I love it. If you ever see this video, killer work, dude. Looks awesome. So you may be asking, Lex, why are you getting into Warhammer now? I mean, of all the things, couldn't you pick Star Wars, Shatterpoint, or Legion? Well, I have some of those. I need to paint them. But to quote Big E on why he got into wrestling.
I want to see 2 big men with big with big chests and big muscles bumping meat. Big meaty men slapping meat. That's what I want.
I mean, if I'm gonna have to like go through this line of thought, I think I have to show you what it feels like to get into Warhammer.
I wanna hear, I wanna feel what I thought was never real. I wanna let go of the pain I felt so long. Erase all the pain till it's gone. I wanna heal, I wanna feel like I'm close to something real. I wanna find something I wanted all along. Somewhere I belong. I wanna heal, I wanna feel like I'm somewhere I belong. I wanna heal, I wanna feel like I'm somewhere I belong. Somewhere I belong.
I think that we've covered everything in the video. We've talked about my Custodies. They're primed. I'm painting them. Should be exciting. I've got like 16 of them to do in chrome. And we've talked about the Warlord Titan that I'm assembling. Yeah, I think that we've covered everything. I hope that you take care of yourselves. I hope you're taking care of yourself. I hope you love yourself. Go to the gym. It's good for you. You want to lift the calf today so you can lift the bull tomorrow. The more that you take care of yourself now, the better you'll be in the future. So go forward, lift heavy, paint minis, peanut butter and jelly, just awesome stuff. Take your creatine, don't forget. Don't forget to take your creatine, don't forget to take your creatine. I'll see you on the next one. See ya.